Quick video tonight as my steak is resting, and tonight I opened up for my steak wine Carlisle's Sonoma County Petite Sirah. Got it recently in my Carlisle spring shipment. So this one's just Sonoma County standard Petite Sirah. No vineyard picked out here. Sometimes they'll do a vineyard from Carlisle for the Petite Sirahs, but there's just nothing petite about Petite Sirah. So it is a cross between the Syrah grape and the Pelorgin, and I think the other name for it is called Durif. So I think Camus makes one that's called Durif, Grand Durif, and I had it. It's $60, but it was really, really, really good, and that's just Petite Sirah. There are other great Petite Sirahs out there. Robert Bialli's Royal Punisher is a really good one. Robert Bialli's, any Petite Sirah from Robert Bialli, the producer, is really good. Turley has a few Petite Sirahs. Those are all good. And they're very big, dark, brooding wines. Near purple, like just dark, dark, dark purple. I decanted this one, just really dark color. And just absolutely awesome for steak. Almost inky. You know, this is like engine oil ink type wine. Very, very inky. And just all deep, dark berry flavors. Macerated, jammed. It's just great alternative to cab or anything else when you're having steak, or steak or some red meat, big robust red meat. Great alternative. But the grapes are typically small, that's why they call it Petite Sirah, but because of those small grapes, there's a lot of skin contact, and the wine is big and brooding. So it's actually a very big, dark, full-bodied red wine. I don't think I've ever had one that's not even full-bodied. Even a lower expression, it's pretty full-bodied. Some $30 ones. I think the Gerard Petite Sirah for $30 is pretty good. One I used to like, it was called Petite Petite by Michael David. It has like an elephant on it. It's Petite Sirah Petite Verdot. Two of my favorite grapes. Sort of oddball grapes, but the wine over time it's very smoky tasting, and it's thinner than it used to be. Don't recommend it. I think it's like 20-something. Gerard at the $30 range. Bialli's Royal Punisher. If you ever find Carlisle or Turley, just great. I think McManus has one that's really inexpensive, and that one's okay, but inexpensive. Petite Sirahs used to be amazing for 20, 25 bucks. Now it's more 35, 40, and they're amazing. So great tannin, silky tannins, but good tannin. Huge mouthfeel. Yeah, big, very big, big wine. Long, big length. I mean, this is going to overpower a lot of food unless you have steak. So, or some type of red meat to stand up to it, or an intense cheese. I think this would work with too. Oh yeah, real mouth puckering. This one has a lot of tannin actually. This is a young one, 2018. They say Petite Sirahs can go 10, 20 years easy, just because of how big and brooding and dark and the extraction on them and the tannins. They could. I typically like how they taste like this. This is probably a little too young. I have one more. I'll probably let it sit 2-3 years. 2-3 years from now, I'll have it with steak. And I'm sure it'll be awesome. I don't like letting them go too long because I feel that I'm losing the reason I'm having Petite Sirah, which is this big, dark, brooding fruit that I love as an alternative to, say, a big Napa Cab or big left bank, hot vintage Bordeaux. Really good. Got that delicious factor too, but there's depth. It's absolute depth. And there's a touch of smokiness. Very, very little. Very, very little. Overall, great wine. So, that's it. I'm going to go have my steak now.